What is the Cobweb model in agricultural markets? Imagine a farmer planting crops based on last year's prices, only to find the market flooded with produce months later. This pattern repeats, creating a cycle that looks like a spider's web. That's what the Cobweb model explains. It shows how price changes in agricultural markets can lead to regular ups and downs. The core idea is simple. Farmers decide how much to plant based on past prices, not current or future ones. Because crops take time to grow, their decisions are always a step behind the market. When prices are high, farmers plant more next season. But if everyone does this, supply increases and prices drop. Then, farmers see low prices and plant less, causing supply to fall and prices to rise again. This cycle keeps spinning, much like a cobweb. The pattern is predictable because it depends on how farmers react to past prices and how quickly supply responds to price changes. If demand is very sensitive to price changes, fluctuations tend to narrow over time. But if supply is more responsive, prices can swing wildly. This model assumes farmers make decisions based on last year's prices, not on what they expect for the future. It also assumes that demand for crops doesn't change much even if prices go up or down. External factors like weather can cause unexpected shifts in supply, triggering the cycle. From a capitalist view, the Cobweb model shows how prices act as signals. They tell farmers when to produce more or less. But because of the time lag, markets don't always clear instantly. That's why we see these recurring cycles. Markets develop tools like futures contracts, where farmers can lock in prices before planting, reducing some of the uncertainty. Large farms and cooperatives also help absorb these swings better than small farmers. Real-world examples include hog and dairy markets, where prices and production follow this pattern. When prices rise, farmers increase supply, which then causes prices to fall. When prices fall, farmers reduce production, and the cycle begins again. The model can lead to markets stabilizing if demand is elastic enough, meaning prices don't swing as much. But if supply is more flexible, fluctuations can grow worse over time. The cobweb idea was first formalized by economist Nicholas Calder in the 1930s, building on earlier work. Over time, farmers and markets have become smarter at predicting prices, using futures markets and weather forecasts. These tools help smooth out some of the wild swings, but the cycle still exists. In essence, the Cobweb model shows how the timing of production decisions and market responses create a repeating pattern of prices and supply. It highlights both the strengths and limitations of free markets in managing agricultural supply and demand.